What is this drawing? Well, MJT2410 Films, who's a YouTube friend of mine, emailed me saying, I got this project I've got to do at school. Abstract picture of a violin. And this is what I came up with. This is my version. And I'm going to show you how I came to do this. And I'll just talk about abstract work. I know nothing about abstract pictures at all. So I'm just going to make it up off the top of my head. So let's not talk anymore. Let's just do it. Okay, well, look, abstract art is not something that I do really, but MJT2for10 Films, a YouTube friend, emailed me yesterday about it and said they got a project at school to do an abstract thing about violins, and and I thought, bah. And then my mind started ticking over, and then I started doodling, and I very soon came up with this page of things. And where's my pencil gum? Here we are. And I just kind of doodled this kind of page in my sketchbook. And how I started by thinking, well, what is abstract? Because I don't do abstract. I do very representational kind of work. And so I kind of looked up abstract and the meaning of it. And then I remembered years ago I used to do things. I used to do these legal things where I used to have to read all these legal documents, and in and amongst them were these abstracts, and they were kind of part of the legal document and just enough to kind of become a whole little mini legal document of their own. And so you didn't have to read the whole legal document; you just got the kind of the gist of it. So I thought abstract, yeah, it's kind of if you take a little bit from the violin, so you've got all those bits up here, and this is the really interesting bit, and you've got the kind of the F holes there as well, haven't you, which something like that. I really love this bit up here, and you've got this the scrolly bit up at the top, which is going to go something like that, isn't it? And it's just very, very beautiful shape, and it's kind of something that you kind of know about a violin, isn't it? And you kind of have the pegs going in. Another peg will kind of come through there. There'll be another peg there and another peg kind of there, and you'll see the holes coming through the other side, and then it's kind of like a box. So you can kind of see them going through, and the strings come through like that. And it's a very kind of beautiful kind of shape, and I really like this kind of thing. And I think the other kind of shapes that you've got, I think it's kind of, what I suggested was that they got a piece of paper, got to get their photograph, got a piece of paper, and then cut little holes out of the paper and kind of use it as a mask to go over the top. Let me see if I can just do that quickly. Have I got a piece of paper to hand? No. Here, let me go. This quickly. This is very quick. This is what I would suggest: is if you go and just look at bits of a violin and ignore the rest, and just find interesting shapes. And that bit there is kind of quite interesting, isn't it? Because you've got that kind of bit on the side, and then when you actually look closely, you've probably got really beautiful wood grains in there. And one thing I thought could be quite interesting was that the F hole bit, which is a hole. Okay, so you go like that. So I mean, I don't know, thousands of people have probably done this before. I'm not saying it's original, but instead of making it a hole, make it the. This is for a school project, so. This is kind of something that I might do, was actually kind of get that, but actually make it the piece that's been cut out, and use that to represent the violin, rather than, so you kind of give it a wood grain on the top, kind of like that, and that's actually the piece that's been cut out of the soundboard, and use that to kind of represent the violin, and then you could maybe bound it with sort of shapes like that. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Another thing I thought was then you could have, very, very simple kind of thing like that, where, this side here is one colour and that's the other side. So it kind of looks like a jigsaw or something like that, but it's kind of representing the you know, that part of the violin, and you know, and then I don't know. This is abstract art. It's not quite my kind of thing. But what I really love is this kind of curly thing. And so I thought, rather than you know, do something different, because normally I'm using very fine pencils and pens. So I thought, do something a little bit different. This is a chunk of graphite, and so now I've got on here a piece of board, and then so I'm just going to play with this, and I'm going to go kind of whoosh like that, and I don't know, so I'm just kind of going from that kind of shape, and then I'll use the side of this piece of graphite. You can get this in art shops. I actually send away for mine to some people in the Lake District in England called Heaton Studios, and I think this is actually German. I think it's a German Cretacolor it's called, but it's the only place I can find it. And I've tried lots of these graphite sticks, and these are the ones I really like. When I go visiting schools, I always use these big chunky graphite sticks to draw, so that you can see me from the back, see what I'm drawing from the back. And here, I don't know, and you know, so it's kind of building up a three-dimensional kind of shape, and I don't know, maybe you can get that kind of F-hole kind of just kind of appearing out of it, something like that. I don't know, I'm just making this up as I go along. And you know, I was saying the other day about another video about, you know, finding what you're good at, and you know, I found what I was good at. I'm good at doing children's books, and that's where I feel really comfortable, and I really enjoy kind of telling stories with pictures, and I don't do much of this stuff, and I really rather enjoyed it, actually. And so I think it's good to, I think I probably don't do it because I'm scared of it, and you know, because it's not my usual kind of thing. But I did this yesterday, and I thought it was rather fun, actually, and I think it's good to try different things. And I went to the British Museum recently, and they had a fabulous lot of drawings I was looking at. I took my little sketchbook, and I did some little drawings, and quite a few of these drawings, they were pencil drawings, all done in kind of a modern art kind of way. And somebody did this fantastic thing, and they were actually using their eraser to draw with. So I wondered whether it was possible, I haven't tried this, to kind of erase, I don't know, I thought it'd be quite nice to kind of erase a kind of a wood effect into it, but I don't know if that's going to work really, so it's kind of, oh well, there we go. You win some, you lose some. If it doesn't work, I can always do it again. I don't know. It's just trying things. I think that's, you know, I think it's something I'm going to do as another video about failure, because some people are really scared of failing. So now I quite like that, because you're getting this kind of ghosting image kind of around the edge of it now. And you see, the whole picture might not be very good, but in doing that bit, you see, I've discovered something. I thought, that's a really nice little technique. And you do it next time, and you go, oh, I can do it better this way, and eventually it becomes your technique. Can you see there's that nice kind of shadowy whatever it is? So you know, and you these things become kind of your technique, because you do them again and again and again and again until you just know how the materials work, and it becomes second nature, and you can kind of, I rather like this kind of using the eraser there as a kind of a drawing tool. It's quite interesting. Anyway, and then you see I can probably add extra bits down there, can't I? I don't know, maybe not. And it just kind of does something, you know. I don't know if you know, if you put it in a picture frame, I don't suppose anybody's going to pay for it. But there you are, there's my abstract picture of a violin. It looks nothing like a violin at all, but it's kind of taken things from the violin And maybe I put some more. This is the music. This is the music kind of thing. See, that's me. That's me as the illustrator coming in because I want to kind of put movement and motion and stuff like that. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to learn all about abstract art, don't ask me, okay? But if you want to know about drawing, keep coming back to the Shoe Raider Drawing channel on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe up there. And there'll be lots more videos coming your way. So keep drawing, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.